Okay, welcome back to the final part of this 12 volt Tesla style battery pack here. It's going to be the final video. Just kind of a checking things out here exactly 1 week later. It was 1 week ago that I built this pack. It was also 1 week ago that I charged all three of these packs up full, so they have been sitting just like this. We got the two auxiliaries and the 12 volt Tesla here. So we're going to go ahead and plug these all in and see what we got. So we've got 16.7 on that one. So let's move those two out of the way. So let's go ahead and check it with the Innova. I didn't expect any loss in voltage, of course. If there had been, then we would have an issue. Okay, that is positive and that's negative. So I've got 16.63. There I've got 16.7 on the tiny little meter. So I'm going to go with 16.63. And I'm actually going to write that down. And I am not very well prepared here. Here we go. We got a pen here. So let's write down that voltage. 16.3. Okay. So we'll set that one aside. We'll disconnect this. And now let's quickly do this one here. And it's backwards. So we got 12.5 on that. What do we got here? 12.45. Okay, now there's a little bit of difference there. Again, I'm not sure which of these meters are, which one's more accurate than the other. 12.4, what did I say, 45? Doesn't really matter, I just want to see over a long period of time what's going to happen, because I have no plans for any of these battery packs at this time. They're just going to be sitting, and they could actually sit for several weeks, I would imagine, if not even longer, before I use them. I can experiment with this one here. That's 12.5. I could do some experimenting with this pack. Whoops. At some point, I don't really have any plans to, but I'd have to think about it and come up with something to power with it. Okay, 12.5 for the little meter. 7 point, that's not right. Well, I must have it backwards. Okay, I didn't realize I don't have these marked. I don't know which one is power, or which one's hot and which one's negative. Well, that's not good. That one is saying, giving me a negative. So I get 12.5 there. What is going on here? Okay, I just didn't have a good connection on it. 12.5 volts exactly. Oh, it scared me for a minute. So this one is at 12.5. Alrighty, well, that's really about it here. I can go ahead and check my capacities on these with this to see if they're all balanced. It's really not very thrilling here. 4.157, 4187, 41 They look pretty good. That one does. Let's go ahead and disconnect that now. And we'll just quickly look at this one too. Four 1 5, 4 1 6, 4 1 6. And then this one. $16.6, okay. Still number 1, 417, 417, 417. So they're pretty darn balanced. I actually balance charged them when I charged them up last week, a week ago. So they're good to go here. So as I said, I don't really have any plans at the moment to do anything with these. I would probably, these I would use for auxiliary, but I have really nothing to do at the moment. This, I'd like to experiment with this, but I want to be able to charge it back up with solar. And right now, solar is the biggest crapshoot there is. You know, yesterday was nice and sunny. Today is pretty overcast, and that takes me up to the solar panels. I actually did install yesterday. I installed one of these meters on each of the solar panels, so so we're good to go there. But let's go have a look at those really quick, and when I come back, after I look at that, I'll go ahead and finish this, because I never finished, I wanted to cardboard this in. So I'll go ahead and finish up with that, and then we'll come back and close out. The day started out beautifully and sunny, and now all the clouds have rolled in, and apparently we're going to have rain again. This morning I set one of my GoPros up there on the roof and shot about a 5-hour time lapse using a new external battery bank. I'm not sure if that came out or not, so I haven't edited the footage, but if it came out good, maybe I'll share that. Well, unfortunately, something went wrong with this time-lapse setup I had going. For some reason, it only gave me 2.5 hours with the Hero 4 Black Edition camera up on the roof of my house with a 64 gig micro SD card. According to my calculations, I should have gotten somewhere between 5 and 6 hours. So it will definitely warrant some more testing on this. So here's my solar panels sitting in the window and gleaning a little bit of sun. They did have direct sunlight on them earlier, and we're doing real good. Let's go in there and see what they're doing with the new little meters on them. Kind of a mess in here right now. I was doing the soldering right here. So here's the back of the solar panels. Here is solar panel number 2. And I finished this one a little bit ago. I had to solder this one on. I just got it stuck there with a thumbtack. You can see how I soldered it on there. Again, I'm not much of a solderer, but it'll work. I need to cover that with tape there to protect it. And number 1 panel, I was actually able to just put connectors on it, because when I built this, I had built the panel with I had added 2 more wires to it, because I thought I would use it, plug it in like that. Well, I didn't do that because I didn't understand the way parallel and series connections worked, and actually didn't need these little extra wires coming off there, but they work perfect for that. So panel number 1's giving me 15.2 volts. Panel number 2 is giving me 13.6. That's pretty darn good for sitting just sitting up in the window, not getting direct sunlight on them. That's not too bad at all, I don't think. Okay, well, we got her taken care of. Put some cardboard, built a little cardboard deal to fit right on there. Did both sides, taped it down, and then finished it off with the Kapton tape, which is really expensive. But it's pretty thick now. That's where all the circuits would be on these on this side. And then I finished it off with the oh, you know, these things here, whatever they're called, zip ties. I put them between these cells here because these are my where the oh boy, should start over here. So these are the bus bars that go this way, and then the fuses go this way, and I didn't want to have them touching where they are at because they could break. So there's no fuses there. So that's pretty secure. I tied this thing up, so we're pretty good to go here, I think. There's little chance that's ever going to wear through enough to cause a short out. So that is it. We're in good shape. So I'm going to box these things up. I got this handy little former cash box apparently that will work good to store my batteries in. So I've got them all stored in here. Just stick it in there like that, and then I'll write myself a little note. Today is March 14th, 2017. There we go. We'll get back to this at another time. And as I said in a previous video, I do have a upcoming project that I really don't want to speak about because nothing is set in stone. In fact, it might not even happen. But if it starts happening, you can bet that I'll be there with the camera, and it will involve a very large, very large lithium cell battery pack. Alrighty, that's it for now.